Hello and welcome. As always, it's wonderful to have you with me. I thought it was about time I did an update on my field of dreams. I think it's been about 10 to 12 days since I did my last video about it, the first one, so I thought it would be nice to have an update here. First of all, what I want to share is that everything is with the solicitors. The sale of the land from whoever owns it at the moment to us is underway, and nothing much really, certainly from where I'm sitting, appears to have changed on that. It's just going through as far as I know, and that is going to happen. So the updates there are potentially I have got a fair substantial amount of the money that I was short on the purchase of the property is now in form. It's here. So that's fantastic. That's an amazing thing that's happened. But what I wanted to share above and beyond that, more than that, was what has happened and the shifts that have taken place in me, for me, through me, because this to me is what this is about. This is about how seeing this and sharing this is about what I see for you too, about achieving, creating, making your dreams a reality. So what I have seen happen for me over these weeks is when I think about how Abraham shares that when we want something, when we ask and it is given, we ask for something and it comes to us via the path of least resistance. So one of the things that I can see that I have been asking for a substantial amount of time, actually, way longer than the field of dreams has even been a thing. But one of the things that I had been asking for was more in my business, to be more me, to show up more and to do more in my business. Now, what I can see that was maybe a little bit wishy-washy. I didn't really know exactly what that was, but I have been asking for it for some time. And then this idea that just wouldn't go away to buy this piece of land and build this home came to me as a strong desire. I could feel it in me. There was a pull, there was a real, inner desire to create this. And what I can see is the impact that stepping into that changing and growing to become someone who has the financial capacity to buy that land and potentially is creating the financial capacity to build the house, to build this home. I had to change. The person who first had this idea couldn't do the things that I am already stepping into and doing. What has already changed and already been created is phenomenal. So what I see is that what happens when we have a desire like this and we choose to create it and we step into creating it, we become more conscious of our own stuff, of what's going on for us. So what I noticed was I have this time, this is how it plays out for me. I have this time in the morning. It's when I am waking up, but I'm not fully awake. And all sorts of ideas and possibilities and things come into my mind, and they feel really doable to me at that moment. And then between the time that happens and then the moment when I'm sat at my desk or whatever it is, I'm there and that would be the time to actually do it, I have thinking. I have thoughts that are in resistance to these beautiful ideas, these nudges, these things that show up. I might have an idea to message someone, to reach out to them, to talk to them about something. I might have an idea to create a program. I might, anything, all sorts of ideas. And between the moment of having this thought where it looks completely doable and then getting to the point of actually doing it, and this can happen, it doesn't have to be like in that morning. It can happen, I can be sitting at my desk and think, I should message this person. And between that and then picking up my phone and actually beginning to type, I will have thinking that is in resistance, in opposition to what it is, to that nudge, to what it is that I'm called to do. And what I have really noticed has changed hugely for me since really stepping out and deciding that I'm going to create this, buying this land. I'm going to create the finances to be able to do that. I'm going to create a way to build my home on this land. That thinking hasn't had the power over me because my desire, I have thought into and fed my desire of what it is I want to do. So now I'm pressing send on those texts. I'm reaching out to people. I'm doing all sorts of things that I would have listened to that resistant thinking before. I'm much more aware of it. I'm much more aware of what goes on for me, the whole, you know, what will they think of me? What will people think if I do that? What will people say if I do that? How will it be accepted? Blah, 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 blah. I'm seeing that much more for what it is. And believe you me, I'm not new to this arena. This is not a new thing. So one thing that I will say is I know that I have got a lot more of that thinking that needs to shift than I am aware of, even in this moment. Even all of it that is shifted, I know that there is more. And so I don't think there's anyone on this planet who hasn't got more. There's more that we can see in. Because I really see we are on the cutting edge of this creation, you know, this time that we live in. We absolutely are on the edge of creating more and creating more. And there are huge shifts going on in the world, huge shifts going on in humanity at the moment. And we are being called to step up to those shifts. So, you know, this is much more than about a piece of land and a home. This is about much more. This is about leading the way for human beings to step into being more of who they are, because I know that's what my desire is. My call is here, so I'm guessing yours is too. And I don't know what will be the outcome of that, but what I do know, I was listening to an amazing man. I can't remember his name. If I remember his name, I'll put the video under this one. But I was listening to him talking about leaders and leadership, and saying that humanity and this world, we don't need more leaders, people who think they know more, people who think they know the way. We need more leadership. We need more people who are willing to come together in, a beautiful word came up with in a call that I was on this morning, the word mastermind. You know, when we come together and we know that no one is better or more than anyone else, so we open doors for each other, we step into much more of who we are, and we do that out in the world. We need much more of that. We need people who are prepared to open doors, to shine lights into the hearts of other people, open up and shine onto them what is possible for them. And I know this might seem like some small project in the grand scheme of things, and it absolutely is, but I know what that is what this project is. It is opening a door and shining a light and saying, whatever is in your heart, whatever your project is, it's possible. And it will happen in these really ordinary ways. You will see, oh my goodness, I think against myself here. I think against myself in this way, and I don't have to. And although that might seem like a small thing, it's huge, because what that opens up, what becomes possible, the changes that happen out in the world when you become different in that way are massive. So that's my update for today. There's going to be more. I'm absolutely certain of it. There's plenty more coming here. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do press the subscribe button and join me here. If you have got any comments or anything like that, I love having comments on my videos. If you want to get in touch with me, if you want to know more, then please do that too. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.